So let's try and go to Central Lobby now, if we can. I think Beth Rigby is there.
Yeah. Hi, Sophie. Yes, I have just managed to grab Mark Francois, the chair of the ERG, one of those leading rebel groups about this legislation. Let's have a listen to what Mark thinks. Mark, you had 70 rebels on the Cash Amendment, 58 on the Jenrick Amendment. What's your message to government tonight?
I think the numbers speak for themselves. I think they show that there's a great deal of concern on the Conservative backbenches, because of course ministers have to vote with the government, about the bill, and we have further votes tomorrow. I hope very much that the government will listen, and as a result of this, what I think you yourself tweeted was a big rebellion, Beth. I mean, you know how these things work, that the government will listen and take stock, and that perhaps there'll be some possibility of tightening the bill, as the Prime Minister put it, tomorrow.
Let's Chase, if he doesn't change the bill and if he doesn't accept that some amendments will make it more robust, what happens tomorrow, Mark? Does he lose the third reading?
The numbers speak for themselves, Beth.
Yeah, but
No, Beth, the numbers speak for themselves, and I'm not going beyond that. You've interviewed me many times before, and I never talk about votes before they happen.
Can I play devil's advocate a bit and suggest that, though, that the rebels bottled it a bit at the second reading? There was all talk about you were going to vote down the second reading, and we chased you all around thinking you were, and in the end there were less than 30 abstentions and the bill went through, and there's a sense that in the end people will be picked off and this bill will pass.
Well, hardly anyone was picked off on the Cash Amendment. There were 63 names on the amendment paper this morning, and with a bit of help from the DUP, there were 70 votes, if you include the tellers, you know how it works, tonight. So hardly anyone was picked off. At second reading, we were very clear. We took the Prime Minister at his word. He asked people not to vote against the bill at second reading so that we could get to the committee stage where he said the bill could be tightened, i.e. amended. So we didn't run away from anything. We listened to the Prime Minister. We're now at the stage where the bill can be amended tomorrow. The numbers speak for themselves, and we very much hope that the Prime Minister will listen and that there will be a concession.
Is he not acting in good faith?
No, I think the Prime Minister has acted in good faith, but given the size of that vote tonight, if I were his advisers, which I'm not, I'd be saying, I think we want to compromise tomorrow, sir, if we can.
I think there's a message, though, which is if we're warning you tonight, unless you tighten this bill, we are going to torpedo it. This is your message.
My message, Beth, is that we all want to stop the boats. We want to tighten the bill so we can do that. We want to help honour the Prime Minister's pledge to stop them, and the numbers speak for themselves.
Isn't it sort of cutting off your nose to spite your face, though, to completely collapse the bill because it's not, perfect, or it's not as good as you would want it to be?
We need to tighten the bill to make it work effectively. We do need to get those flights away to Rwanda. Okay. Beth, tomorrow is another day.
I know. I hope you'll come back. Quick final question. Lee Anderson, Brendan Clark-Smith, Jane Stevenson, I think, is also going to have to resign or be sacked. What's your reaction to that?
I think the only fair answer to that is you have to talk to them about that.
And clearly you are going to vote down the bill if it doesn't change. Just to be clear, I didn't even ask you, I just assumed.
The numbers speak for themselves.
OK, thank you so much, thank you. So Mark Francois there saying a clear message to the Prime Minister. You've seen the size of the rebellions and it might be wise for you to compromise and tighten the bill. It's going to be quite a fraught 24 hours.
Yeah, it certainly is. I'm sure you'll be there every step of the way, Beth. Beth Rigby there in Central Lobby.